Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today, I will be presenting the behavioral observation of Rusa timorensis, also known as the Javan Rusa, conducted during our field trip at Zukamaman and Recreation Park. This presentation focuses on the communication and social behavior displayed by the deer in a captive environment. Behavior is one of the most important aspects in understanding how animals survive, interact, and adapt to their environment. By observing their daily activities, we can gain valuable insights into their welfare, communication, and also social relationships. During our field trip to Zukamaman and Recreation Park, we observed the behavior of Rusa timorensis and recorded various activities based on the principles of animal behavior. Through this presentation, I will explain our observations, findings, and the significance of these behaviors. The Javan Rusa, scientifically known as Rusa timorensis, is a herbivorous deer species native to Java and Bali in Indonesia. Besides being an important component of forest ecosystems, this species contributes to ecological balance by regulating vegetation, growth, and dispersing seeds. Unfortunately, the Javan Rusa is currently classified as vulnerable, mainly due to habitat loss, hunting, and other human activities. Therefore, studying its behaviors is important not only for understanding the species itself, but also for improving conservation strategies and animal welfare. Our behavioral observation was carried out at Zukamaman and Recreation Park in Terengganu, where the deer are kept in a managed captive environment. This study was conducted with three main objectives. First, to examine the communication patterns displayed by Rusa timorensis during daily activities. Second, to analyze both social and non-social behaviors exhibited by the deer while living in captivity. Finally, to understand how the captive environment influences their behavioral daily activities. To achieve these objectives, we use the focal animal sampling method. This method focuses on observing a selected individual or group continuously over a specific period while recording every relevant behavior. The observation was conducted at Zukamaman and Recreation Park for approximately 60 to 90 minutes, with behavioral activities recorded every 5 to 10 minutes. Data were collected through direct and non-invasive observation, meaning the animals were not disturbed throughout the study. All observed behaviors were recorded using an observation sheet before being analyzed using descriptive analysis. Communication plays an essential role in the survival of animals because it allows them to exchange information, respond to their surroundings, and maintain interactions within the group. During our observation, several communication-related behaviors were identified. The first behavior was ear flicking. The deer frequently move their ears in different directions to detect surrounding sounds and possible threats. This behavior helps them remain alert to changes in their environment. The second behavior was tail movement. Tail movements serve as a form of non-verbal communication and may indicate awareness, emotional state, or reactions to nearby disturbance. We also observe social grouping, where the deer remain close together while moving and resting. Staying in groups helps maintain coordination, strengthens social bonds, and allows individuals to communicate more effectively through body movements and positioning. Overall, these behaviors demonstrate that communication in Rusa timorensis is not limited to vocal sounds but also involves body language and coordinated group behavior. Besides communication, the deer also displayed several important social behaviors throughout the observation period. One of the most common behaviors was feeding together, where several individuals consume food within the same area. This behavior reflects social tolerance and the availability of sufficient food resources. The deer were also frequently observed walking together, showing coordinated movement within the group. In addition, social grouping was maintained throughout most of the observation period, demonstrating strong cohesion among herd members. We also observe individuals following one another, which helps maintain group unity and reduces the risk of separation. These observations indicate that Rusa timorensis naturally prefers group living and continues to display social interactions even within a captive environment. Besides interacting with one another, the deer also displayed several non-social behaviors that are important for their survival and daily routine. One frequently observed behavior was scanning the surroundings, where the deer raised their heads and carefully observed the environment. This vigilance behavior allows them to detect potential threats and respond quickly to any disturbance. Other non-social behaviors included resting, grooming, and running. Grooming helps maintain body cleanliness and overall health, while running occurred only occasionally, usually in response to sudden movement or environmental stimuli. We also recorded avoidance movement, where individuals move away from unfamiliar objects or disturbance. This behavior reflects a natural defensive response that helps reduce potential risks. The results of our observation are summarized in figures 2 and 3. Figure 2 compares the frequencies of social and non-social behaviors displayed by rusa timorensis throughout the observation period. Both categories were observed consistently, indicating that the deer maintained a balance between interacting with other herd members and performing individual daily activities. Figure 3 presents the frequency of each specific behavior that was recorded. Among all behaviors, walking was the most frequently observed activity, followed by feeding and ear movement. These findings suggest that the deer spend most of their time moving around the enclosure while searching for food and remaining aware of their surroundings. In contrast, behaviors such as running, grooming, and avoidance movement were recorded less frequently, indicating that the animals experience minimal stress and spend most of the observation period performing normal daily activities. The findings of this study provide valuable insights into the behavioral patterns of rusa timorensis in captivity. First, the high frequency of feeding behavior indicates that food resources were readily available, allowing the deer to perform their normal nutritional activities without competition or disturbance. Secondly, walking was the most dominant behavior observed throughout the study. This reflects the natural tendency of deer to move continuously while searching for food, exploring their surroundings, and interacting with members of the herd. We also observe frequent ear flicking and environmental scanning, demonstrating that the deer remain alert despite living in a protected environment. This vigilance behavior is important because it enables the animals to respond to unfamiliar sounds, movements, or visitors. Overall, these behavioral patterns indicate the captive environment at Zuckermaman supports the natural daily activities of rusa timorensis while allowing them to maintain behaviors commonly observed in the wild. In conclusion, this study successfully documented the communication, social and non-social behaviors of rusa timorensis during our field observation at Zuckermaman and Recreation Park. The deer displayed natural behavioral patterns throughout the observation period, with walking and feeding being the most frequently recorded activities. Communication behaviors such as ear flicking and tail movement, together with social grouping, reflected effective interaction within the herd. Overall, the captive environment provided suitable conditions that supported the welfare and behavioral adaptation of the deer. These findings highlight the importance of behavioral observation in improving zoo management, promoting animal welfare, and supporting wildlife conservation. That's all. Thank you. That's all from me. Mana from me.